The Empire stands on the brink of unity. One last secessionist hold remains. And today, we bring Sigmar's judgment upon them. But even as we ready the final blow, my eyes are set beyond their walls. To Marienburg. When this rebellion is ended, we move fast, we strike hard, and we reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the second episode of our Empire playthrough. I hope you enjoy. Is it only going to replenish this one army? That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, well, let's replenish anyway. So they did have another army that was hiding from us. That I did not see, could not anticipate. Very good. Now, it does look like we can't attack straight away. Or can we? They did get out with quite some troops. They're a bit weakened, but attacking them right now... I mean... looking at their... lots of infantry, and they still have those gunners which are healing, and they're healing up very quickly. So attacking might not be a bad idea at this point, but I too am a little hurt here from that last fight, so... yeah, it's a bit tough. Let's now get this right here. I could get him. I do really need to like up him a little bit in health, but let's buff our troops a little bit, and let's get this guy some extra spells if we can. What can we get him? The Golden Hounds, absolutely getting that. What is this? Glittering armor plus 60. That's very good, especially when you're getting shot at. Cooldown, and we get an overcast on that. This gives us base weapon damage, armor piercing. I think I'm just gonna grab that for now. We're gonna make him a little tougher. Now, what are we gonna do? We're in a really rough spot here because we are out here. We're not gonna replenish all that well. But we will set up another ambush, which is obviously what we're trying to do here. I'm gonna go ahead and move him back here. Right on the edge here, so he can heal a little bit. But Karl here, who's in the woods, we're gonna put back on ambush stance. And this time we're gonna do it the proper way, you know? They will be tempted to attack since there isn't really that much protection out here. In the meanwhile, while we're fighting over here, let's go ahead and upgrade some stuff. Let's go ahead and get this upgrade. And let's upgrade Castle Right Guard also. Do we have any more diplomacy to do? The Ice Court is close, but we can't convince them for a trade deal currently, so that's a bit unfortunate. But hey, that just kind of happens. This looks really cool. Alright, we're not done with these secessionists yet. We could attack, and we could potentially win. Most likely we would win that fight. So I am debating whether or not I mean, they can recruit more units, which they're already doing. I could lay this ambush, or I could attack them. Attacking them... I mean, we can definitely do it, the attack. We just have to go in, I think, but... yeah, it's the range that kind of worries me a little bit, and my lords that are a bit weak. Debating. If I go in, I have to fight like an army of 20-something units? No, yeah, something. No, 15 units. How many do we have? Yeah, we have plenty. You know what? Let's not wait. Waiting is for the weak. Let's go in before I walk into an ambush now. We do not. Just perfect. Let's go get him. There we go. It's a close victory. They have another lord here and some other stuff. The battle itself is fought in open field, so the thing that worries me is the range that they have, which is always a rough one to deal with, and the two lords, obviously, which I don't know how I'm going to be able to deal with those, but I'm going to have to focus them down with my lords. So let's get into the fight. do want Karl to be... Gonna get my range units on. I'm also gonna turn this on. Now we're really just gonna try and bait them into this area here, because they are probably seeing my cavalry moving, which means they're you know, they're letting a lot of their troops go now. Nope, gunners. Those are concerned. There you go, the bait. He's taking the bait. I'm really worried about what's in this woods though, because they could just come around my left flank, which could be a bit problematic. Actually, I'm gonna focus on those gunners with my mortars. I really want to pull them in here. If I can trickle them in the way they're trickling in right now, it's gonna be real. Oh, I've lost their attention. They're trying to regain their cohesion. Let's see if we can just gotta keep an eye on my cavalry here. Oh. Nope, it's not working. He's not taking the bait. He knows what I'm doing. Reinforcements are arriving. I have reinforcements arriving too, apparently, yeah. Oh no. We're just here taking fire. How are we not? I have to focus these guys down. Because Karl is taking quite some damage here. Oh, that wasn't worth it. I took so much damage just trying to get that off. Yeah, okay, now we're actually hurting them. And the magic's hitting. But he has taken quite some damage from just that one little weak unit of crossbowmen. Okay, good. I think we've hurt them. So let's try and focus on their infantry now. We really just want to keep them distracted with our cavalry. While we lay down as much fire as we can. Oh, look at this blob. Perfect. Yes, perfect. We really want to force them towards us now. Let's focus fire on their our gunners now. Oh, no. Wrong button. My bad. Okay. I meant with these guys. I want to focus on their gunners again. Because they're my biggest threat. Like, everything range is just dangerous to me. Oh. Very bad. Let's keep an eye on those cavalry. Now we are just, you know, laying it into them at this point. I'm surprised how passive they are with how much they're getting shot at. Alright. These gunners have taken some damage. I'm gonna be a bit careful here with their range units. Popping one of these was going to be really nice soon. Let's get him a little closer. I don't know how fast that's gonna pop, but I hope my timing's okay. It is doing some damage. So that's very good. That was a nice combination of stuff. Alright, our gunners are now going off at their troops. I'm gonna pull him back because he's taking quite a lot of damage here. Actually, pull him out this way. Here they come. I hope my cavalry can come in and swoop in all their stuff. Now the Lord is one of my big concerns. Let's try and focus him down real quick. Right here, perfect. Cavalry coming in. Let's go for it. Gotta be a bit careful here. We got some troops stuck down in combat over here. Cavalry swooping up at the back. They have some gunners that are free. We really don't want to give them a chance to do too much damage. Now we have to be careful with these guys here. So let's focus. Oh, nope, let's not do that. Let's focus here. I can go ahead and call in some more spells to kind of, you know, get rid of these guys on our front here, which are really hurting. And I'm gonna have to get my greatswords in here to help because my troops here are not gonna hold that. Here, we're gonna have to wanna engage these guys. And these archers here are free again. And here we have done a little nice flank. Let's focus here. Let's get these gunners to move a bit. Okay, here, very nice stuff going on. The one thing is that Lord is still up and he is causing some damage, but... And here we have some units that could really use some help. Let's turn our gunners out this way to help out in that direction. All in all, the majority of their army is currently fleeing, but that will change. Okay, they have some range here. And they have a Lord here also, so a little bit dangerous here. Let's pull these guys out. Let's get them into the bulk of our forces. We are doing quite well. They are very ballsy coming back like that, so let's just go ahead and... Actually, let's go and focus on these guys. Oh, I should have done it. Popped it on here. There we go. Now we can go in. These guys are now also helping. We take out that Lord. Beautiful. And the fighting here just continues to be very neat. And we have victory. And I think we did pretty alright. I mean, Karl took most of the hits for this battle. He dodged and, you know, dodged arrows and bullets all along. And we only took about 76 losses, which is okay. Alright, we have taken out our arch rival. Or our beginning arch rival. I'm sure we'll have many more. Oh, what's that? We have gained a Dawnstone. What's that do? A barrier hit points 250? That is really nice. Alright, we've taken this. We're going to be occupying this. He is retreating. Surprising. Alright, they're not fully destroyed apparently, because they still have one person left that managed to run away. But, in my eyes, we have secured our main home province, which means we can now enact an commandment. What's it called? I was going to say edict, but that's incorrect. What do we really want here? Let's have a look. We can do some stuff to boost our income, we can boost our growth, and we can increase our local recruitment capacity. At the moment, we'll go with growth. Let's keep the local recruitment capacity in the back of our mind. We'll probably need that at some point. Alright. Got some good stuff here, but now let's start, you know, specking into some other stuff here. We really want him to be a bit tougher because he's taking a lot of hits. And I really want to get this missile resistance one as well, since he is a dodger for now. Let's give him armor plus 60. Yeah, if he can pop that on a unit, that's going to be very nice. Let's also upgrade his golden hounds, or we could give him the boost income, but let's just go with the golden hounds for now. Let's boost that. Now, very good. Very good start of this campaign. Turn 5, and we have regained control of our entire region, or our starting region, and we're now free to do what we want. Now we have a couple of issues going on. One of them is we have beastmen to the north, and my experience tells me they are a complete and utter bitch to fight. They ambush you all the time, and it's very painful. You lose so badly in those ambushes, like you have barely any chance to react. So you can build a really great army and then get ambushed. So we'll see how that goes. Currently, they are on our doorstep in a certain way, but they're still surrounded by other Middenland troops. Now, it does also look like there's some orcs here to the north. They've taken the Black Pit, and they also own the western points. We're still kind of in control of the north, or the men, you know, are still in control of the north. Here we can see Kislev is also still out here, so I mean turn 5 would be really bad to be in a really bad spot. Now, as you can see, the vampire counts are also still in full swing, which it does look like they might be warring. Nope, they're not warring. Oh, that looks really cool right here. Look at that. They have a little arena and stuff going. Yeah. Alright, well, let's focus on taking this out, and then we really, ideally want to take Marienburg. We really just want to secure this entire left flank, but at the same time, this left flank comes with a lot of responsibility and a lot of headache also. Taking Marienburg out gives us access to the port, which really just stops things sailing down towards our core regions, so we can kind of like keep a little protection force out here if anything, or at least just, you know, keep an eye on stuff. So it will be very difficult. I'm going to see how these vampires evolve and how we're going to tackle this. But let's recover our army. Let's recruit some units. Let's see how we're going to do this. What do we want? We need some... I need some better range units. I mean, these guys are good, but they're not really good if you think about it. So our range really has been winning my battles here. So let's get an extra archer, and let's get one of these also. They're a bit more expensive, but they can hold the line a bit better. And in the future, they'll be useful against large beastmen or other meanies. Our Imperial Authority has dropped a little bit, I think, but not by much. We also have Imperial Decrees that we can enact at some point. So let's have a look at what we have to play with. We have the Call to Arms, which, you know, local recruitment capacity +1 in the province for 3 turns, which is really nice if you're trying to build up like a strong army very quickly. Especially with those units that have 2-turn recruitment times. We can grant a Lord's Army 2,500 experience, which is always, in my opinion, quite nice. If you're trying to level up your army and your troops, just to be a bit more stronger and a bit more efficient. As you can see, they're okay, but they're not great. I could just drop that on there and they would just, like, you know, go up in everything. Definitely a worthy one to use every once in a while now. I will also need to use this to protect my allies, or to take certain decisions which are going to affect their fealty to me. This reduces the corruption in a certain region, which is very strong. This completes 1 turn of recruitment, which is also very good if you are really in a pinch and you see an army coming your way, and you can just pop a lord in and just, you know, start recruiting and have those units before they can attack. We can send aid, which is going to spawn an army, or a degrading army, next to an ally, which, I mean, at this point might not be a bad idea to use on Marienburg, because I think the beastmen are going to target this next. So maybe I should already enact this, but this could also mean I can't take a certain decision soon. But I think I do want to do that because in my experience they get wiped out very quickly here in Middenland because of the orcs and the beastmen rampaging. So if I can give them a little bit of an edge to help, plus it's going to up their fealty, I'm going to spawn it right here, I think, and I can kind of keep an eye on it also. So let's maybe enact that. I really want to just, you know, help Middenland hold Middenland so I don't have to swoop to their aid, because Middenland is literally my northern border. And we don't want to be fighting Marienburg and Middenland at the same time. Alright, now. Let's go ahead and end our turn. That's nice. Ah, there we go. They're both 6, it doesn't really matter. I think we're gonna go with Stirland. I'm not sure, actually. I pissed somebody off here. Mission issued. Ooh, ammunition plus 20, missile resistance plus 15. Ooh, interesting. Let's go ahead and end this. The last secessionist is slain. They are dead. Beautiful. Now, this is always like a moment, right? When you're done with the secessionists, where do you go next? What is your next move? But I mean, it's pretty obvious what my plan is. These guys are my enemy. Well, they're gonna be my enemy, but they're very strong. So, going to war with them is not gonna be a piece of cake. Right here, I have an ambush chance, which we're gonna make use of. We're gonna add this army in here, which is gonna give us our garrison. Now, the main goal for us is to take out this large army. Now, Marienburg is a bigger city, which means they have some better units to defend it. They also have another lord here, and I don't know what they have out here, because they probably own Rat Rock and Fort. So even taking this out, I will still have to march up this coast to finish them off entirely. Now, I don't think Marienburg is considered an empire faction, or like an empire faction. Let's have a look. It's not currently under control of the imperial faction. Exactly. Gaining control of this region and appointing an elector would provide the following benefits. Elector of the Wasteland, key to the Stadsrat, and some horses. Nice. Let's see what we can get. Now, economy-wise, we're doing quite well, you know. We're not struggling in any way yet, so I think we should just continue upgrading the cities around Altorf to increase growth, or I could just kind of wait and start upgrading Altorf. We only need 2. Let's wait. It's 3 more turns until we reach the next level. I mean, this is growing because of all our buildings that we've built. It's growing somewhat rapidly, but waiting 3 turns is long. But I mean, since we're at war, or we're gonna be at war, we might as well just, you know, do that. Now let's up the recruitment on this, or on someone. We wanna really start this fight as early as possible. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna add some more units to this army. He's going to go into ambush stance again. And we're gonna go here into these woods. There you go. Now, we are open to attack. I mean, we're gonna declare war now, so they're gonna be forced to march towards me, and hopefully we can catch them by ambush. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that turns out. So let's go ahead and do that. We are declaring war on you. What can I do? Is there a way I can make the declaration of war? No. If somebody was at war with them, I could ask those guys, hey, do you want me to join your war? Do you want to pay me something? But they're not at war with anyone currently, so we're not going to be able to do that. So, war is declared on Marienburg, and now we're just going to be struggling for a while. Let's end our turn and see what happens. I do expect some attack, at least on their end, because they probably don't see my army that's waiting for them. Haha. This is an ambush. This ambush brings in our army and the garrison, and we're most likely going to be able to take them all out. Now, the one thing that they have is they have a lot of cavalry. They have a lot of good cavalry. So they could hurt us big time. So let's hope we can actually, you know, make this work. Control large army. Absolutely. Let's go. Now, I should have probably auto-resolved this, to be honest, because, yeah. But who wants to do that, you know? I kind of just also want to get better at the game, fighting the battles, so, you know, a little bit of a challenge doesn't really mind me. It does hurt sometimes, you know, if you fuck this up, you can go from a decisive victory to a decisive defeat. Then you really kind of scratch your head and think, why? Why did I do it? As you can see, they're going to come in right here. Now, what do we want to do? Spear units right here, obviously. Both sides. Not what I had in mind, but sure. I'm gonna throw my Reichsguard in here instantly also. Over here, what are we gonna attack them with on the front? Well, sword units. No. I keep selecting both of them somehow. And for obvious reasons, our gunners are going to be right here positioned to fire from both sides. Now, these are going to be a bit exposed, so I'm going to have to do something about that. My range is going to be back here to light up those cavalry. I'm going to put some range up back here also to light up that cavalry. What else have we got? Let's bring the rest over. We've got these great swords. We really want them to charge in, but maybe we should guard our gunners a bit better this side. What else do we have? We have some more archers. We have some crossbowmen. I guess we'll go ahead and put them up on the hill over here. I'm gonna bring Karl up to the front here, and then we're instantly gonna pop one of these golden hounds in the center of this blob here. But we really want to get in there. This is gonna be probably the tough part, getting in there. And then we have obviously our mortars, which I'm just going to pull back a bit. You know, they can just focus on center. Let's get my wizard. My wizard's back here. Okay. Let's start and let's just, you know, queue our orders like a proper ambush would do. So let's just get our spear units in. You know, we really just want to ambush them, obviously. Because what's an ambush if you have to still set up your ambush after you begin the battle? I think most of our guys now have orders. Let's focus them on the Lord. Let's fly him on the Lord, and then let's see how this goes. Let's focus this down here. Let's instantly pop this in the center, and let's kick it off. Ooh. Ooh. Very bad right here. The fact that they react so quickly and they're going for my gunners isn't. Oh my god! Ugh. Very bad in a way. Woohoo! They're going for my wizard. They want him. Can I buff him? Karl is taking quite some damage here from what's in. Karl is losing that fight. Ooh, the wizard here and the gunners are going down. Oof, oh, this is bad. Can I pop something on these guys? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I should have popped it on this. Oh, the wizard's going down. Not my wizard. Actually need to get my cavalry on out here. Oh, ah. They really got out of that really tricky position quite well. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, I need to get my wizard out. Karl is going down too. I need to get him out. This is rough. Karl is routing. Oh, whoa. Can you pop that from this far? Oh, you can. Oh, man. Man, they really want to kill my wizard, and my wizard is just so stuck here. Their cavalry is just doing so much damage at this point. Ugh. Okay, very rough one. Reinforcements arrive. We do win the fight. Killing enemy lord now should be a priority, even though he's only level 1, but let's kill as much as we can. We do win that fight, but I'm not sure if I like the way we won that fight. That went sideways, let's be honest. That's not exactly how that should have gone. We're gonna want to replenish for sure.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
I have other perils to worry about at this point, I think. Alright. Let's have a look at what we can do. We definitely want to give him some more hit points, because he's really struggling out there on the battlefield. And he is a bit weak. He has replenished quite well. This guy now also has a horse, which is definitely something I needed. And I really want to get that final transmutation spell, so let's get that as well. Okay. Oh. Sterling demands some stuff. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it, you know. Oh, this is nice. But let's just do it like this. Okay. Let's go and buff the army in general, because I do feel like we need to buff a bit. Now let's see what they have after that fight, you know. They look very weak, and I think I am able to attack. The one thing about attacking is 1-2 lords, probably maybe another lord, and some other stuff. Now my army is in a really good shape here in general. They're a bit hurt from the last battle, but ideally we could attack right here and force them out of their settlement, which is probably what we should do. But we're going to want to just reinforce that a little bit. Now what are we going to do? We're going to get some extra gunners here. Or do I want to get extra gunners on him? I'm not entirely sure about that. Let's get some extra... Let's take 2 archers. Let's put extra gunners with Karl. Like so. And obviously we can't attack right now. But we saw a nice little button earlier, which we're going to try and make use of now. Oh, pressing the wrong one. It's this one. And it is... conscription. 1 army can finish its recruitment right now. So let's do that. We're making good use of our stuff, which allows us to attack right now at this very moment. So let's go and do that. Let's maybe upgrade this guy first to be a bit more strong. Now, once we attack this, we're gonna be thrown into a new battle, which is really gonna test us. But if we can take out Marienburg instantly here, that's gonna be really nice. They do still have this fort, which they are upgrading, which attacking this now would also be a good idea because an upgrade will make it a bit more difficult for us. It does look like the elves here, or the... Oh, those are not elves. Never mind. Let's go ahead and attack Marienburg now. Oh, I attacked the wrong thing. My bad. I meant to attack this lord. Oh, don't tell... No, don't tell me that fucks me. Okay, that apparently really puts me in. Oh, they retreat. Oh, wow. Okay, well... This is not good. I can't attack now? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so tilted right now. This is really gonna kill me. That means they're allowed to to recover. Ah! I really didn't want that to happen. They're in forced stance march, but that doesn't mean they won't be able to recruit some extra units. Okay, well, I fumbled there, I think. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. Yeah, that's stupid. Alright, well, we have to live with the consequences now, so let's live with them. Let's get this unlocked. And let's see what happens. They'll probably recruit more units and attack me. And there we have it, the battle. Close victory it says, but we do want to turn that into a bit more than close victory. Now the cavalry is my big concern here in this match, that's the one thing that can really ruin everything for me. So let's try and fight it and hopefully turn the tide of battle. Now the one thing is that they can... taking the close defeat means I'm going to lose 2 units. At this point it's almost worth doing that, but I don't know what my other losses are going to be, so... They start out quite back as well. I think they will probably also want to wait for their reinforcements. At least that's what I'm going to hope for. I'm going to try and do my best to get my edits on these videos a little bit better, especially the campaign gameplay videos. I started an Elven one not too long ago, but I realized I'm just playing the game. Nobody really wants to watch that. So I'm going to try and mash it up a bit, so it's a bit more digestible. And obviously, I also want to value your time. Cool map, though. It's been quite foggy in the Empire lately. It's still kind of foggy in this map, but at least I can see a bit better. Let's maybe speed it up a bit. I don't have visual. They don't have visual. I don't know what I'm gonna run into here. But if I can set up my army on this little hill right here, with the edge. Okay, let's quickly do that. Okay, calm down. Uh-oh. How do I keep doing that? Okay, let's gotta get everybody moving to the correct spot real quick. Now let's set him up proper. How do I keep selecting both of them? I already see there are horses coming, which is a bit of a concern since I'm still in the middle of trying to get my units to get set up. Oh, these great swords I forgot about. Ooh, it's gonna be rough. They better run. Oh. Oh, they have mortars? Shit. I didn't know about that. We have to do something about it. And my gunners are going full blast already. Getting Karl out there was a good idea, but at the same time a very bad idea since he isn't the greatest health. Now, it does look like my gunners are going full blast at everything here, which is really good dealing with those, what is he shooting at me with? No, my right flank looks like it might be getting into trouble. I'm gonna want to move our range here. They're going after my cavalry. My cavalry's gotta go for those guys. Let's just hope that goes well. I have a lord that's a bit better for one-on-one combat. Let's get him in there. They did take out my mortars, which, yeah. Now this flank here is looking like it's going to be very concerning for me. Get some lord on lord action. Enemy range is coming in, which is a bit of a concern for me. But I'm going to try and deal with those mortars. And then here we go with our spear units. And then hopefully we can deal with them by range. Now this is a bit of a concern right here, all this range. So I'm going to start pushing up my troops. Oh, this is bad. Lots of damage here by these horses. Okay, let's get our wizard out here now. He's gonna do some magic. Do we get that? Yeah, we did get that at least. That's nice. Looks like we dealt with the cavalry quite well. Let's start bringing these guys over now. What the fuck? Did I just call every one of these units? How am I doing this? Oh, how's this lord in here? This lord's in a really tough spot. But at least the spell might clear him out. That's doing a lot of damage here. Let's use this spell of transmutation. Oh, what's this? How are my cavalry doing? Not so great from the looks of it, but let's get them out here. That does a lot of damage, that spell. That's a really good spell. We are taking some heat here. There we go. Where's Karl? Let's get him in there for now. Really want to just like, really want to focus these guys on that lord actually. Really want to take out that extra lord that they have out there. Let's chase these guys off the battlefield. Oh, they have another lord out here. Okay, Karl will deal with this guy while we try to deal with the lord that's a bit further back. He's trying to get to my gunners, which is a bit unfortunate, but yeah. They are hurting me quite bad here with their range. Did they kill my wizard? There's no way. They killed my wizard. Where's my wizard? I didn't even see it happen. Big loss on my end, if that's true. How the fuck is this guy not dead yet? Oh man, go. Sitting ducks. This guy's still stuck in here? Oh boy. My bad. All right, we win. But this is a rough one. Very rough win. But you gotta kill that lord over there. Did I really lose my wizard here? That's gonna be really bad if I actually did. Oh, nice. We're gonna want to replenish. Ooh, he does somehow survive. That wizard. That was a very rough battle. Didn't go quite to plan, but I mean, came out on top. I think that's the most important thing here. We're gonna give him Sigmar's ward because he is tanking quite a bit of stuff. Now, Marienburg is still up for the taking. And our wizard here, we're gonna give him also the missile resistances. He also does get targeted quite a bit. And the final champion's mutation was very good, but let's just make sure he's a bit more protected. I was worried there that we lost him for good. Let's give him also just the Emperor's Finest and then maybe some armor. Let's see what this does. Decisive victory, but I lose one of my good units. We're not going to do that. We don't want to lose any good units. So let's siege this down a bit. Get them a bit weaker. I really don't want to lose this unit. It's a very good unit. Hasn't really served me all that great, to be honest, but yeah. Now this will allow them to build up an army somewhere. Probably in some of these regions. Can we strengthen the Empire? I don't think we can. Now, the aid that I sent earlier to Marienburg clearly didn't pay off, considering the orcs managed to seize it anyway. And yeah, things are not looking good at this point. So, yeah... The struggle is real. This is a siege battle, and I really am not looking forward to having to fight this currently. Just because he is this low on health. Do I lose this one regiment? What? They're the... I mean, I'll just re-recruit them, honestly. At this point, how do I fight this even? With all my gunners? My range isn't the greatest. I can try to fight it, but... Let's at least wait until I have some siege towers, though. Let's wait one turn. Don't really want to wait too long. Back in Altorf, let's raise another lord. I don't really have a lot of funds to fund another army, but let's grab what are we gonna grab? A huntsman, anti-large, vanguard deployment, stock. I mean, maybe. I feel like this is a big threat on my border, which could declare war at me at any given moment and attack my capital, so I do want to just, you know... Let's get a lictor in there, but his upkeep is insane. His upkeep is quite high. I mean... He is the cheapest option out of everything. Even recruitment costs, I think they're pretty okay. So let's just get a lictor in here, just so, you know... We have someone in charge of the capital. Let's get some cheap units in here just to bolster it a bit. And here we're gonna wait one turn. Let's also upgrade the city here. Or actually, do I want to wait? I have one. This is gonna take. Oh yeah, I should upgrade Altorf instead. All right, here we go. I no longer lose that unit. One thing I've been forgetting this entire time, like I want to make these, you know, watching me fight the battle is probably nice for you guys, but watching it cinematically would be much nicer. So I every time you end a battle, you have the option to save it as a replay, but I keep forgetting to hit that button. I just have this habit of pressing the end battle every time, and I really, really regret that. Because I could just mash up some nice visuals for each battle otherwise. But yeah. I haven't done that yet. So, let's go into this fight. Let's just try and overwhelm them, you know. Here we go. This is a bit concerning. I don't know if I can get him up on the wall. I don't think so. Can't dismount him. Now my troops back here are really trying their best to help, but I'm kind of worried about the friendly fire here. Let's just try and get them up on the walls, actually. These handgunners. Actually, yeah. Just come through the siege tower, I guess. That's fine by me. Don't see why you should do anything else. Wish I could tell Karl to come in. It looks like they're about to rout now. Looks like they are building up some towers to defend. The wizard here would really just break them instantly, you know, help me win this. There's some gunners here who are now in position. They're also getting shot at by the tower over there. There we go. We've got it. I'm sure we did take quite some losses, but that's okay. At least we did end up fighting the siege. We lost 100 men. That's acceptable. I don't know what the auto-resolve would have given us, but probably not this kind of beneficial results. There we go. We're not doing that. We're definitely occupying. Oh, the Emperor's here. Yeah, let's listen to what he has to say.
Marienburg has fallen, and its banners now fly beneath the twin-tailed comet once more. The secessionists are broken. Only scattered remnants remain to be cleansed. But our duty does not end here. To the north, Middenland burns beneath the tread of orcs and beastmen. We shall bring Sigmar's wrath upon them next. The Empire will endure!
Thank you all for tuning into this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.